Certified Podcast, Tuesday morning.
Episode 28.
Let's get it. We gotta put this one on. Every Tuesday morning, Certified Podcast, covering tips and strategies and things you need to look out for if you're involved in an accident. The insurance collision and claim process has got pretty interesting over the last couple of years because the insurance companies are really trying to save money and really trying to come up with different strategies to what's the word to save money.
Yeah. Increased profit.
What you been up to, dude? How you been?
Good. Not much. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking today about.
Any good news this weekend?
Um no, I saw a movie last night.
Oh, what'd you see?
Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Is that like the remake or like the original? Are you at the movies or at home?
At the movies, but they show the old ones.
Oh, okay. I saw that they were showing that what's that movie um Hocus Pocus, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw that they were showing that. I didn't know if it was like the new one or like the old one. I figured it was probably the old one because of the Halloween.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was pretty cool. You haven't gone fishing?
No. Have you?
Yeah, we went fishing this Friday. We went to Baffin Bay. We caught a good amount of fish, and then we went fishing Saturday morning. Man, the jetties are nice right now. A lot of mullet out there. Water feels good. It started raining for a little bit and then it dried up, but it was kind of choppy. But the reds were definitely out there, so we caught a good sized red, which was pretty good.
Didn't you lose the red too?
Yeah, we lost it, so it got stuck on the rocks, so we ended up just letting them go. But we got a good picture of them. We got them up, and then we were trying to get them on a stringer, and the stringer got stuck, so we went ahead and just cut them off. Yeah, let me send this out. Go. What else we got going on? Give us a lowdown on what we're gonna be covering this morning.
Yeah, so like I said about the insurance companies,
Yep.
then we're gonna be talking about how they want how they might get you to stay into a in-network shop
Okay.
and what that means. And then we got some news, multiple, I guess, vehicle accidents.
Oh, this weekend?
Yes, so there's one here in Corpus,
Mm,
and then there's one in Houston. I don't know if you've seen
I didn't see that.
a helicopter.
Oh, I saw some. So what happened with that?
So they said that the helicopter was coming from Ellington Airport,
Hmm.
but they weren't sure where the final destination was. But it was just flying at like not night. It was only like it wasn't even 8 p.m. yet.
Hmm.
They hit the radio tower.
Oh, I saw that. So they just didn't see it or what?
They're not sure, but there's 4 people on the helicopter,
Mhm.
including a child, and they all died.
Wow, that's messed up.
But
Hmm.
as of right now, they uh they're not really sure exactly what happened. They think it might be something with the lights on the tower.
Hmm. Yeah, because aren't those like blinking?
Yes, they're supposed to be.
Hmm. I wonder when they're gonna.
But luckily, it was in a field,
Yeah.
so nobody was injured by like the falling debris.
Oh, like it wasn't in the city or anything
No,
crazy like that. Well, that's still kind of messed up because some people lost their lives.
yeah.
And my nose is running. Anyway, so let's get it going. So Big shout out to our sponsor. Give a sponsor a shout out real quick.
cashpropertybuy.com. We
Cashpropertybuy.com.
make selling your house a breeze. Pull it
Breeze.
up here. They have a phone
Oh
number.
man. Yeah, and also if you have any questions or comments or feedback, drop them below, and we will address those questions or those concerns. Let me just exit this out real quick. So Aaron was mentioning about it's called customer steering, right? And lately it's kind of gotten it. They've started to do different little strategies to try to uh, drive customers to their preferred locations, right? And the reason that is because they have agreements with those companies, and that usually like I know, you know what's crazy is like Tesla came out with this crazy agreements for some of their network shops, but the insurance companies would typically tell the shop owners or the shops that, hey, we need certain like discounts on the parts, and we need
Quick
certain.
quick turnaround times.
Well, yeah, I mean that's gonna be everywhere. Like everybody wants quick turnaround times, but they're also gonna want um discounts on the rates, and they're also gonna want certain things they're not gonna want to pay for, right? And so what happens with that is like a lot of shops will agree to that, and they put themselves in a situation because they have to hurry up and get the vehicles out to make money. So they're almost like forced to kind of hurry up because like, hey, we got these vehicles in from the insurance company. The profit margins are not very high, so we got to hurry up and get them out like quick.
Mhm.
And so a lot of times, the customer service is not there, and sometimes the quality is not there because they're just in a rush to get these vehicles out. I know. I know one thing that's really big for us is like culture and just a positive environment. And sometimes these places don't have that culture setting because just the way that it's kind of just a numbers game. You know what I mean? It's a numbers game. It's not really a team building thing. And so a lot of times what happens is the person that suffers on that is the customer, the person that's paying that insurance every month and paying that premium amount. They end up getting stuck with maybe something that they're unsatisfied with, and a lot of times they'll try to go to the agent, but the agent doesn't really know the process of the insurance side of the insurance process side of it. There, so think about it like this. So like if there's an insurance broker or an insurance agent, right? That insurance agent is more likely a franchise owner. So what that means is like, let's just say like farmers, right, or something. So basically, they become they. It's like kind of like opening like a Subway.
Yeah.
Like they're a franchise of the they're a franchise owner of uh
State Farm
farmers or
or
whatever, right?
farmers.
State farms also, and so they teach them how to sell insurance and how to get new clients on their books, right? They're not teaching them how the repair process works or how to do adjustment, how to be an adjuster, how to do appraisals. They're not showing them that side of it because that's like the messy side of it. You know, what I mean, they have to keep selling. They have to keep them selling, and for order for the machine to keep running, right? So a lot of times when a customer are they call their agent, the agent will always direct them somewhere else, or they won't really know exactly, how the process works. And I know, we work with a lot of agents, and what I mean by that is like we're not under any contract with any insurance companies, but we work with agents because we take care of their clients, and so that's something that's very big for insurance agents. Like if they have a book of clients, they want to make sure they're taken care of, and so what better way to do that is to work with the local shop and say, hey, this is my client. They've been with us for several years. Maybe I could, make sure I take care of them, or this is the situation. And so it kind of makes the process a lot easier. So, uh, the shop steering, you just got to watch out for that if you do get in an accident, because they're gonna say certain things that they're fear tactics. That's what it is. It's fear tactics. Like they might say, let's say for example, you tell the insurance company, "Hey, I already have a shop in mind, right?"
Hmm.
They're gonna say, "Okay, well, if the damage is more than what the estimate is, you're probably gonna have to pay out of pocket." And that's a fear tactic, right?
They also might say, "Oh, we don't guarantee any repairs done."
Yeah, though that shop's not gonna guarantee any. They're not gonna warranty their work, right? But that's a scare tactic. Because I mean, with any repair that's done with an insurance claim, that I mean, the shop has to warranty their work. You know what I mean? Unless you're gonna take it to some busted up place and have it done. You
Some
know what I
dude's
mean?
backyard or
Yeah, I
something.
mean, you could tell just by the environment or just the way that business is operating if they're gonna be professional or not.
And you can
And
ask for a tour.
yeah, ask for a tour of the shop and didn't ask, hey, what's the warranty on the repairs? To kind of eliminate that scare tactic from the insurance company, because see, a lot of times people they haven't they maybe haven't gotten in an accident for several years, and so the only one the one they trust now is going to be that insurance agent, right, or the insurance company that they're with. But remember that insurance company is in the business of making money and saving money. You know what I'm saying? So whenever they
Yes.
have to pay out, they like, man, we're gonna have to pay out. Let's figure out what we got to do to save some extra money here, because it is a business at the end of the day. It's not like everybody's money's going into this pot, and then whenever you need it, you just pull whatever you need. Like, it doesn't work like that. So a lot of people get that confused, and they think that's how it works.
And then another thing you're talking about, you mentioned about them not wanting to cover everything.
Yeah,
So that's another thing that insurance companies might be like, "Oh, we're not going to pay for this uh certain things."
yeah,
And then a good shop will go and look at what the manufacturer recommends and be
yeah,
like, "For their safety, it needs this."
yeah. And so you know, they're always gonna try to like, I guess, lowball, because they know like, just based off of data, right? I want to say like 80, what is it, like 87.3% of claims don't get fixed. So if they have that information, why are they gonna write accurate estimates the first time? So they're gonna say all this different stuff in hopes that maybe you just keep the money and leave the vehicle the way it is, which they don't care what you do, right?
Yeah.
But to go back to what you're saying is, like, if it was damaged during the accident, and it's documented, then it'll get repaired. Like, there's not really no way around it. If everything is documented, and the shop is keeping in contact with the insurance company, says, hey, we found this damage, we got photos of it before, and this is how it looks. This is like, if you have all that, they can't say it's not part of the accident because they weren't there. You know what I mean? And more than likely, if it's damaged, it's part of the accident. So everything relating to that accident will get fixed. And the reason why I stressed on related to that accident, it'll get fixed, is because, let me tell you what doesn't work. Okay, what doesn't work is if you get in an accident, and if you have previous damage somewhere else, and you're trying to claim all this damage. Okay, the insurance, they're also not dumb. Like, the agents, the adjusters that go out, they're not dumb. If you think about it, they probably see maybe 15 vehicles a day. You know, and they're hearing all kind of stories. It's kind of like if you're a principal right at a school or something,
Yeah.
right? And you hear all the like every day you're getting like kids come up saying, "Hey, this happened to me," or they're making excuses, or they're trying to lie to you, and so it's like I've heard everything already,
Yeah.
right? So it's the same thing with these guys. Like they see so many vehicles and they talk to so many people. They've heard it and they've seen it, so they know what they're looking at. You know what I mean? So they can tell, if something is related or not. That's why it's important to make sure that whenever you do get in an accident, a lot of times what happens is someone will get in an accident, right? And they don't realize how bad the damage is. Like for example, let's just say if someone like they lost control on the freeway, right, and their car spun, they hit a guardrail, and then maybe it spun and hit the back or whatever, right? So they might just say, hey, when they make the claim, they might say, hey, I got in an accident. I lost control and I hit the guardrail. Okay, on what side? On the right front. Got it. Okay, is the car drivable? Yes, it's drivable. But the only reason why they're driving it because they don't have another vehicle. But technically, it shouldn't be driven, right? So the first statement it says they lost control. They hit a guardrail on the right side, and the car's drivable. So that's in the statement, right? But whenever the guy goes and looks at the vehicle, he notices damage on the back, or
Yes.
and they're like, "Oh, well, you know what? It spun around. I didn't really think about that when I called it in." So now the story like it kind of gets complicated. So you want to make sure that you know whenever you make that statement, just say I'm not sure where all the damage is at. It could be all over. I mean,
And also, if you don't know if it's drivable or not, it's
yeah,
safe to assume no.
yeah. Just say, hey, I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a professional. I don't know what's damaged. I don't know if the suspension's damaged. I don't know. All I know it's wrecked, and I don't feel safe driving it. That's all you got to say um, to kind of get that process going in the right direction.
Did you have anything else you wanted to add to that?
I know that we have some more stuff that we're gonna add to that next week because we have there's some other uh, st- uh, tactics they use, and well, we can probably cover some of those next week as well.
Okay, and then earlier talking about Tesla shops,
Mhm.
they're like preferred shops. It's kind of new segment here. Did you see the new light bar that they released for the Cybertruck?
Mm-mm.
So it's a light bar that goes on top the windshield
Yeah.
all the way, and it has flood lamps in the middle, and then the fog ones on the
Yeah.
side.
Can you bring it up?
I don't know if I can't,
Oh.
but it's very like plain and simple.
Hmm.
It's just that it's so bright. It's like they're
Yeah.
not legal, like street legal.
Oh.
So what they do is you order it online,
Uh,
you pay, you go to the Tesla place that they send you to.
yeah.
They'll they'll like install it, and, like glue it on,
Uh,
but they don't connect any wires, and they put tape over it, and then they send you a text in your app, and they're like, "Hey, go to this shop,"
oh wow.
and they you go there and they install it. Like they
Yeah.
finish the wiring. That way, Tesla is not like
Yeah. Yeah.
they're not
Yeah.
the ones doing it.
Wow, that's crazy. So man, yeah, it's pretty. What do you think about the what are the robots name?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about the new
Yeah,
robots from
from Elon.
yeah, from Elon.
I think they're pretty cool. I could see them being like almost like personal
Yeah.
assistants, like
Yeah.
for like elderly people or like
That's what they were
hospice
saying.
care.
They were saying like, well, you know what's pretty crazy is like, I mean, just think about like I mean, it's kind of interesting, but it's kind of like a little bit, you know, scary, I guess you could say, because look, how long ago did the phones come out?
Like smartphones,
Yeah,
not too long ago.
let's say I would say like maybe 10 years, right? Like, not I mean, 10 years is probably when they were first starting to get like advanced, where you could probably go on your phone and maybe
Like FaceTime,
like maybe right. Let me see. I'm trying to think. 10 years.
maybe like 14 years.
Yeah. Well, if you go okay, go back 10 years, right? Uh, how old were you in 10 years? What
11.
what you were 11? Okay, so you didn't have a phone. You already did.
No,
Okay, so then what was the first phone you had? The iPhone?
no, it was like some Nokia from Walmart.
Was it a flip phone or?
No, it was a smartphone.
Okay, so but it was just a regular screen. Was it a green screen? Like was the screen green or it was color?
No, it was a color like it
Okay,
was just
okay,
like little smartphone.
okay. So do you remember the DS?
Yes,
Okay, remember the DS was like this. It was like very like basic, right?
yes.
So the DS compared to the what is that other one now? The new one?
The Nintendo Switch.
It's
Yeah,
like really advanced, right? So look at the advancement from that to that. So just imagine in 5 years what that robot's gonna like be capable of doing.
yeah.
Like that's dude, it's gonna be crazy because I mean I don't know, it's gonna be nuts. I think it might even wow, dude, it's gonna
I could
be
already see some companies having it for like fast food.
fast food. I mean, but I think it's gonna be more advanced than that. Like it's gonna be way more advanced than that as far as like you know. Oh man, I don't know. It's gonna be crazy, dude. Because I mean, once it's like once they like update it and get it advanced and figure out the bugs, like it's gonna constantly be getting better, 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 and that's pretty crazy, dude.
What
To
do you
think
think?
about to think about like I guess to think about how much power it's gonna like have as far as like capabilities of information, like I don't know, it's just and it's like one of those things like you know, uh, what if it gets into the wrong hands? Yeah, that's the I don't know. That's just kind of thinking about that.
Like that one movie.
Which one?
I think it was Chappie. It was like it was like a
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
robot,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it would like
yeah, yeah,
rob people and
yeah.
stuff.
There's been a couple robot movies.
Did you see the car accident on the Harbor Bridge Friday?
No, what was that about?
I was looking everywhere. All I could find was them just saying a time,
Mhm.
but it was after 4 p.m. The car caught on fire.
Oh wow,
That's all the information I
yeah,
could find. How would if you get like a car fire? Is your car like is it hard to
yeah,
fix?
yeah. It's gonna be a total. I mean the smoke damage alone, it's gonna ruin all the interior. You don't. It's gonna be a total. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, yeah. If it's electrical fire, probably worse too because it's gonna be like more wire harnesses and all that's internal. Uh, you got to be careful with that. Um, I know too. One thing that insurance companies don't really talk a lot about is so we live on the coast, right? So that means that let's say for example you're in North Beach, right? And we get a high surge of water, and your car you actually get flooded in the water in the salt water, right? Well, technically your vehicle is an automatic total because of the salt water. There's no way to clean up all that salt water, you know. And what they'll do is they'll probably try to get it like clean first, but the salt water is gonna corrode. It's gonna get worse. You know what I mean? So that's something you gotta look out for because we do live by the coast, and I know Laguna Shores, the Bluff, all that gets flooded sometimes. So you got to be careful with that. Especially just kind of be aware if it's ocean water, from the bay or whatever, or salt water. It will damage the vehicle. You know.
Anything else you want to add?
I think what we'll do is we'll carry on next week on the steering. The customer it's called customer steering.
Is that a legal tactic, or it's kind of like
Well, okay, so the customer has the right to take their vehicle wherever they like. Okay, because the law it allows them to do that, right? And so the way that the insurance have gotten around that law is by using scare tactics. And what we'll do is we'll post some of those on our Facebook and on our website, so you can kind of go and see what those are, and so that you're aware of that. And so the reason why I brought this up is because we've had a couple of customers in the past that, they came by, they got it, they're, hey, I'm gonna bring my vehicle, next Tuesday, and then they text us, or they'll call us, says, hey, the insurance said I have to take it over here, because they said that if I don't take it over here, and if I take it to y'all, and there's more damage than what they're gonna pay for, then I'm gonna have to pay out of pocket. I don't have no money, right? And I'm like, well, that's not like true. You know what I mean?
or like, oh, you guys aren't going to warranty
Yeah,
anything, so I'm not going to go to you.
yeah. The insurance said that y'all ain't gonna warranty anything, and so you know what's crazy about that is, like, a lot of times the damage, there's nothing to, like, there's not a warranty. I mean, it's like a lot of times that, like, for example, there was a gentleman that his rear quarter panel had a dent on it, right? And we're gonna fix the dent and refinish it and everything, right? And he was like, well, the insurance company said that y'all ain't gonna warranty any parts or anything. Like, there's no, like,
There's no
there's no
parts.
parts or anything. Like, there's nothing to warranty. You know what I mean? Of course, the paint's gonna have a lifetime warranty. Uh, but as far as, like, there's no components or anything like that. So I don't know why they keep saying that. But it's his business. You know what I mean? Like, that's how they run that business. And the thing is like, it's kind of, people are getting more aware of how things work now. You know what I'm saying? And so uh, for years they've been doing this, and now people have access to information, and people like myself are just sharing this information, and so people are becoming more aware of what to do when they get in an accident, and they're more equipped with information and knowledge, so they don't go into this situation like not knowing. So just having, like, a little bit of information about the claim process, or just saying, hey, you know what, uh, I'm not sure what to do, but I'm gonna call these guys and ask them, and see what they suggest. You know what I mean? It's always good to have a second opinion, or someone on your side, like, that's has your best interest. You know what I mean? Versus uh, someone else that's responsible for paying for it. How are they gonna have your best interest? I don't understand how. I don't understand how that works. But anyway, so guys, hey guys, thanks for watching the Certified podcast. We're here every Tuesday. Please give us a call at this number, the 361-225-2555. And if the cool thing about our office number is that if we're with the customer, or we're in the work area, you can also text this number. And this number is available 24/7. So whenever you do call and no one answers, or you can leave a text, um, all of us will receive that message. And so if it's an emergency, we will definitely help you get that situation taken care of. So once again, thanks for watching the Certified Podcast. Big shout out to our sponsors,
CashPropertyBuy.com.
cashpropertybuy.com.